In this story, we are shown that due to a deadly virus spreading, all humans across the entire world have turned into zombies. But these are no ordinary zombies. In fact, they are so fast that they can catch a flying airplane while running. Some are so intelligent that they can think beyond humans. And some zombies can find their target from several kilometers away using their sense of smell. But in this danger-filled world, only 2 humans are left alive. Will these 2 be able to survive or not? Let's find out in today's video. At the beginning of the story, we see a boy sitting in his room watching cartoons on TV, when suddenly the TV signal goes out and an emergency report starts appearing on the screen. This news wipes the smile off the boy's face. The TV reports that a very deadly virus has spread across the world, and people infected by it turn into terrifying zombies within minutes. This virus spreads very rapidly, and the entire world has come under its grip. The TV announces that whoever is watching this should quickly find a safe place for themselves. The boy is still watching all of this when suddenly a strange sound comes from the room upstairs. Hearing that sound, the boy's breath gets stuck in his throat. The boy slowly goes upstairs to check, and it turns out it was a prank by his older sister. After that, both of them head towards their mother's room, where they find their mother very distressed. She is calling her husband on the phone to tell him about the situation. Her husband, who is a pilot, tells his children and wife that the virus is spreading rapidly everywhere. So don't wait for me at home and somehow quickly leave this city. He tells his children not to worry. Nothing will happen to you. Your mother will take you to a safe place. He shows his children the lucky bracelet on his wrist, which his daughter Abigail had made. Seeing this, Abigail becomes very happy. On the other side, their mother is quickly gathering their belongings when they start hearing screaming voices from outside. So she quickly takes both her children and comes out of the house. Just as they are about to get into the car, suddenly a zombie attacks the children's mother. Out of fear, Abigail quickly hides under the car and watches her little brother and mother die at the hands of the zombie right before her eyes. The zombie cannot see the little girl and leaves from there. The little girl is trembling with fear when she sees that her mother has also turned into a zombie. The girl's mother spots her daughter and starts moving towards her. Before she could kill her daughter, at that very moment, an uncle appears like an angel and kills Abigail's mother, saving Abigail. A little while later, they see that Abigail's little brother is also converting into a zombie. So the man asks the girl to cover her ears and shoots her brother, who has turned into a zombie. After this, a scene from 10 years later is shown, and we see that human civilization has been completely destroyed due to the zombie virus. Cities that once glowed with light are now deserted. By now, all humans have either died or are wandering around as zombies, and only 2 people are left alive. That little girl, Abigail, who had been saved by the uncle, has now grown up. From that day until now, Abigail grew up under Uncle Jack's care, and Jack trained her and taught her to fight zombies. If Jack had not come into her life that day, Abigail would have been dead by now. That is why Abigail considers Jack her father. After living alone in the forest for so many years, Abigail has been feeling very lonely. Her biggest wish is to find a human settlement where she can live together with other people, but Jack does not like living among people at all. One night, when both of them had set up camp in the forest and were sleeping, Jack's eyes open due to someone's voice. He quietly steps out of his tent and looks around when suddenly a zombie attacks Jack. But Jack shoots continuously and kills it, and Abigail also arrives there. After 10 years of hunting zombies in the forest, both of them had enough experience to know that zombies live in groups together. They understand that there must be more zombies nearby, so they start preparing to quickly leave from there and ride away on horses. Just then, their horses start neighing on the way. Jack understands that danger is close. Both look around in all directions, and in the distance, a jeep turned over by zombies is visible, where a normal human was trying to save himself from the zombies. Now anyway, very few humans were left in the world. That is why, at any cost, both of them had to save that man from the zombies. Jack also wanted to test Abigail's aim, so he tells Abigail that you will save this man so that we can find out whether she has been fully trained or not. Jack tells her to calmly aim at the target and then shoot it, but Abigail fires the shot in a hurry, because of which the bullet hits both the zombie and the survivor. Seeing this, Jack gets very angry at Abigail, after which both of them go to the man. They see that this man cannot survive now, so Jack kills him himself, so that if he has been bitten by a zombie, he doesn't come back to life and become a danger for them. After that, both of them start taking all the useful things from the dead man's car. Jack takes the dead man's shoes, and just as he is putting them on, the dead man's other companions also arrive, and many armed people surround them. When one man sees the dead person's shoes on Jack's feet, they start suspecting that he killed their companion to loot his belongings. Just as these people are about to kill both of them, a pregnant lady gets out of the car and asks her companions to let these 2 go. Just then, the black horse warns them again, and the very next next moment, loud noises start coming from the far forest. A large number of zombies start advancing towards them from all directions like a storm. They come at such a fast pace that they don't get a chance to run, so they take out their weapons and fight right there. Everyone had weapons here, but the number of zombies was quite large, so they start biting the group's people one by one. The remaining people have no place to hide, and very quickly, only a very few people are left. A strong man, unfortunately, falls victim to a zombie bite, so he wants to shoot himself, but his gun runs out of bullets. By now, they knew that they would not be able to fight them, so Abigail takes the pregnant lady and seats her in the car. The pregnant lady's husband is also sitting in the car, and Jack starts the car and quickly leaves from there. Out of the entire group, only these 4 people were left now. All the others had fallen prey to the zombies. A zombie with a black face gets very angry seeing his companions dead. Meanwhile, these 4 are traveling in the car, having escaped from the zombies. On the way, Jack asks the lady sitting behind, "Who are you? And what were you doing here?" On asking, it turns out that these surviving people wanted to go to a place called Shiptown, where humans live safely. All necessary facilities are available there, and we all wanted to go there and live a normal life. Hearing this, Abigail becomes very happy because this is the exact place where she had always wanted to go. To which Jack said that there is no such colony here. "I have been wandering here and there for the past 10 years. I have not seen any such colony." Just then, suddenly in the middle of the road, their car breaks down. During this time, the pregnant lady's husband steps outside, whose name is David. He tells them that I am a mechanic and I can fix this. But due to the lack of tools, the car cannot be fixed. So these people leave the car there and start traveling on foot. After traveling several kilometers, they reach a deserted society. Tall buildings are still standing here, but a deathly silence is spread everywhere. These people first thoroughly inspect this place as well. When they feel no danger, they decide to spend the night here. At night, these people light a fire and cook food. Abigail was very eager to go to that place called Shiptown. She starts talking to the pregnant woman about that place. The pregnant woman tells her that we have already made radio contact with the people living in Shiptown. It is a very beautiful place where we can live freely. Hearing these things, a glow lit up in Abigail's eyes. On the other side, Jack lays traps all around outside, so that even if they fall asleep, they will immediately know if danger is nearby. Jack comes inside and takes out a map and explains to everyone that he will take Megan and David some distance, and after that, both will go their separate ways. But Abigail was not happy with Jack's decision. She goes to Jack and argues with him that David will not be able to safely get his pregnant wife to that place, so we should go along with them. Jack says we need to act wisely. Look, where there are more people, there is more danger too. But Abigail leaves, unhappy with Jack's decision. However, neither of them knew that the black-faced zombie had been following the scent of their car and had already reached there. The next morning, Abigail is sitting on the roof, looking at her childhood photos, when suddenly a rustling sound comes from the trees below. She understands that zombies have come inside and runs downstairs to warn everyone, when a zombie also starts chasing her along the way. Abigail, saving herself, starts climbing up the stairs and throws off the chasing zombie, knocking it down below. But in this struggle, her balance gets disturbed, because of which she is about to fall down too. But just then, Jack arrives in time and saves her. A little while later, the black-faced zombie arrives there with his companions, because he finds out where his companion was killed. But they get caught in the traps that had been laid earlier, in which quite a few zombies are killed. Hearing the sound of the explosion, Jack understands that a horde of zombies has reached the place where they had stayed last night, and the zombies are still chasing them. But the good thing was that these people had already left that place and moved on ahead. Just then on the way, Abigail remembers that a little distance away, there is a small airport where my father used to work. Maybe some airplanes are left there, with which we can easily reach Shiptown. But Jack says that if we go to the airport, it is an open place, and if zombies surround us there will be no way for us to save ourselves, and it is unlikely that we will find an airplane there. But with Abigail insisting again and again, he agrees to go there. After which, these people arrived at the airport. But there was no airplane here at all. Jack says, "See, I had said that there would be no airplane here." But when they reach a small garage there, upon opening the garage door, luckily they find a small airplane there. Seeing this, these people become very happy, because now their path to reaching Shiptown has become easier. But this airplane had not been used for many days, so mechanic David says that it needs to be fixed. Not much. I will fix it within 10 to 15 minutes. While David was fixing the airplane, Jack and Abigail start looking for useful things at the airport. Just then, David spots through binoculars that many zombies are coming from a distance, who will reach the airplane very very soon. They come running and warn both of them that we will have to start the airplane quickly. Otherwise, zombies will arrive here and kill us. Abigail quickly sits in the pilot's seat. She reads the books available there. Her father was a pilot, so she had learned some basic knowledge of controlling an airplane from her father, and Jack tries to stop the zombies by shooting them. Abigail somehow manages to start the airplane, but by then it was too late. Many zombies reach the runway. Their speed was quite fast, and one of the zombies even reaches the airplane's door, but Jack shoots it and frees the airplane from it, and Abigail understands the airplane's controls. In this way, these people take off in the plane. Everyone sitting in the airplane is very happy because they will soon reach Shiptown directly. But this happiness was short-lived. Just as they had gone a little ahead, smoke suddenly started coming from the airplane's engine because this airplane had not flown in the air for the past 10 years. Because of this, its engine blasts and the plane starts going downward. Jack, acting wisely, crash lands the airplane into a tree, due to which they get some minor injuries, but their lives are saved. The plane was no longer usable now, so now they will have to travel on foot again. After walking quite a distance on foot, they reach a deserted railway station. Night has fallen. These people check for danger nearby. When no zombie is visible to them, they decide to spend the night here. They look at their location on the map, from which they find out that they are now only 2 days away from Shiptown. Here, the pregnant lady comes to Jack and thanks him. She tells Jack that if it weren't for you, we would never have been able to reach here. Hearing this, Jack also starts feeling sympathy for Megan. He tells her his story, that 10 years ago when this zombie virus began, he first had to kill his own wife because she was coming to bite him. That is why, from that day until today, the human inside him has somewhat died. Now in this world, only Abigail is with him, whom he will keep alive at any cost. And Jack also tells Megan that his intentions have now changed. I will now first take you to Shiptown. Hearing this, Megan becomes very happy. On the other side, we see that Megan's husband David puts a gun to his own head and tries to kill himself. In fact, a zombie had bitten his leg, but David had not yet turned into a zombie because the wound was very small. That is why his transformation into a zombie was proceeding very slowly. He had now decided that he would take his wife Megan to Shiptown and then distance himself from her. The next morning, all four of them resume their journey. Then on the way, Jack starts finding David's behavior somewhat strange. Jack understood that he is infected, so he grabs him and takes him to an empty place where his wife and Abigail are not in sight. He lifts David's shirt and the zombie's bite mark becomes visible on him. Now Jack was confirmed that David was going to become a zombie soon. Jack tells him, "Tell me, would you prefer to die by yourself or should I kill you?" David says, "I will not harm anyone, and if such a moment does come, I will kill myself." So he lets David go. Walking and walking, night falls, and ahead they spot a house. Jack moves forward aiming his gun. Just then, a bright light flashes, and through a speaker they are told, "Put your weapons down or you will be riddled with bullets." Now they realize that there is a human inside. Abigail steps forward and says that our purpose in coming here is absolutely not to harm anyone. We just need help. Just then, the owner of that house comes outside. He says that all of you will be given plenty of food and a place to spend the night, but on one condition. All of you will have to leave your guns outside. When these people leave their weapons outside, the man takes them inside the house. Welcoming everyone inside the house, the man explains that I am a scientist. I live here alone. If I had wanted, I could have left from here, but it is easier for me to do research in places like these. Here he gives all of them very good food, seeing which they are all left stunned because they had not eaten such food in a very long time. They all dive into the food. After eating, the scientist also brings drinks for them. They were all very happy because after so many days, everyone gets a chance to sit comfortably and have conversations. But while listening to the scientist's words, they find something strange. The scientist says, "Look, this virus that has spread, although it is a very bad thing, on the other hand, humans have also been upgraded through it. For instance, the weak humans will be finished, and the one who is strong will remain alive as a zombie." He says that zombies live only to eat, not to progress. Therefore, zombies should rule the world. Hearing this, all four of them start feeling very uneasy. Just then, David starts feeling worse and goes to the bathroom. Going to the bathroom, he looks in the mirror and sees that the virus has completely spread throughout his body. When David comes back to the hall, he sees that Jack and the other people are lying unconscious. In fact, the scientist had mixed a sedative in the alcohol. Seeing this, David starts attacking the scientist, when suddenly the scientist presses a button on a device he is holding in his hand. David suddenly feels very weak and collapses on the floor. The scientist says that this device I have built after years of hard work, with which I can go to any corner of the world, and with the help of this device, zombies cannot do anything to me. The scientist had built a device with which he could control zombies, meaning he would now become the king of the entire world and make everyone dance to his tune. After that, David falls unconscious, and when David regains consciousness, consciousness, he sees that him and his companions have been tied up, and now the scientist is going to experiment on all 4 of them. After doing all this, the scientist says, "Would you all like to meet my wife?" After that, we see the scientist's wife, who was a zombie, and the scientist had kept her locked in a cage, and he would capture humans and feed them to her. The scientist had also built this device by experimenting on his own wife. When the scientist opens the cage's door, his wife first attacks him, but the scientist controls her and sends her towards the 4 of them. She attacks Jack, but he kicks her and pushes her back. But just then, David breaks the rope with the strength of the virus and frees his remaining companions too. The owner of the house, sensing the danger, immediately flees. After that, all 4 of them also quickly come outside with their belongings. Luckily, outside they find the scientist's car, and all 4 of them sit in it and head towards the forest. But the scientist was not about to give up. Through his device, he controls a horde of zombies and has them give chase. Jack increases the car's speed and leaves the zombies far behind, but the road ahead was blocked. Now they have no choice but to go on foot. After walking a little further on foot, the zombies reach them again. David realizes that he doesn't have much time left. He will become a zombie in just a little while. So he asks the others to move ahead and decides to stay behind himself to stop the zombies. But his wife didn't want to let him go, to which David says that you need to stay alive for our child, and I am doing all of this for our unborn child. After that, David fought the zombies and started facing them with great bravery. For quite a long time, he holds off the zombies, and his companions move far away from the zombies. But then a zombie comes and kills David. Jack, carrying Megan in his arms, moves forward. And finally, these people reach the place where the human settlement was. Abigail starts shouting for help because there were many zombies behind them. 2 guards sitting on the tower above spotted them, and they started giving them cover by shooting the zombies with a sniper. Soon, a boat is also sent for them, and all 3 of them sit in the boat and reach inside Shiptown. The black-faced zombie stops his companions from moving forward because ahead is a water route, and they could not cross it. On the other side, Megan was about to give birth, and she needed immediate treatment. The good thing is that a doctor and hospital facility are also available here. The next morning, we see that this place has been built by connecting several large ships into a town, with water all around it. Jack tells Abigail that we should leave from here now, but Abigail has decided to stay here. She's very much enjoying being among people. Over this very issue, both of them have a big argument. Just then, a doctor comes and informs them that Megan has given birth to a daughter, but due to excessive blood loss, she may not live many more days. Hearing this, Jack's heart becomes sad. He quickly goes to the hospital room. Megan has become very weak, and she wants to hand over her daughter to Jack. And she wants her to grow up just like Abigail. Jack is reminded of his deceased wife, and he agrees to keep Megan's daughter with him. Meanwhile, Abigail is enjoying herself with a handsome boy. She had never even imagined that so many people could sit together, drink and dance and sing joyfully to beautiful music. So her intention to stay here becomes even more firm. A little while later, Abigail secretly sees that handsome boy going into a cabin. Seeing him, she also goes inside. Arriving there, she sees that this cabin is completely filled with wires and bombs. A wireless switch is also hanging there. Just as she touches that switch, the boy comes running and tells her that they have planted bombs under Shiptown. If this place ever falls into danger, the people will escape through that route, and from the outside, they will blow up this place. But neither of them had the slightest idea that this day would come so soon. That scientist angrily reaches there too. He sees that these people have killed many zombies, with whose help he wanted to rule this world. Through his control device, he takes control of that black-faced zombie king. With the scientist's help, the water beneath Shiptown could no longer protect them. Many zombies reach the ships from underwater and suddenly attack the people. Many people among them are killed. Chaos erupts among the people. Meanwhile, Jack also finds out that the zombies have attacked. Jack starts worrying about Abigail and begins searching for her. He moves forward, killing zombies, and finally finds Abigail. On the other side, the evil scientist also reaches the ship and punches Abigail and knocks her down. Seeing this, Jack comes running in anger towards the scientist when a zombie comes in between, pushes him, and throws him down into a tank. And there the scientist also arrives and wants to take revenge on Jack. He kicks Jack and knocks him down, but Jack knew that fighting the scientist was pointless, so he attacks the scientist and smashes the device on his hand against the wall, breaking it. Now the scientist no longer has the power to control the zombies, after which the old scientist quickly becomes the victim of a zombie. The good thing was that an escape route had already been built in this camp. Many surviving people Abigail reach the other side of the river through the tunnel route. When they are about to activate the bombs, that handsome boy doesn't press the button because Abigail is still on the ship. Now Jack and Abigail start running towards the outside, but from behind, the zombie king grabs Abigail. Just then, Jack quickly hits that zombie on the head with a piece of wood, because of which it falls backwards. Suddenly, Abigail's eyes accidentally fall on the bracelet tied on the zombie king's hand. This was the same bracelet that she had made with her own hands in childhood for her father. She understands that this zombie is her father, but he was no longer a human. He had turned into a zombie. Here, Jack grabs her hand and forcefully pulls her, telling her to run. That handsome boy, seeing both of them running, immediately presses the button on the wireless remote, and the entire ship town turns to ashes. Although their struggle had not ended either, the camp's leader comes holding his neck because in the battle, a zombie had bitten him. Before the virus could spread, the black-faced zombie attacked him. Surprisingly, the zombie king had also survived the explosion. Jack immediately runs and starts fighting the zombie king, but Jack was getting weaker against the zombie king, so Abigail picks up a gun from the ground. And even knowing that the zombie king standing in front is her father, but he was killing the Jack who had raised and nurtured her. So Abigail, without thinking twice, shoots that black-faced zombie king, because if she had not shot him, that zombie king would have killed everyone present there. After that, Jack and Abigail embrace each other, and now Jack, Abigail, and the surviving people look towards a desolate island far in the sea and decide to build a new human settlement there. With this, the story comes to an end. If you liked the video, please do subscribe to our channel and like the video.